good today in our audience. It's a nice group of people out there.
They're sexy.
You guys look good.
Yeah, they're real sexy.
You know what else looks good? When leaves change. I love that about fall. It's absolutely beautiful. You're walking around your neighborhood and there are all these gorgeous colors. So there's a reason why they change color.
Okay, so first we'll do that. Yeah, of course, it's nature's last hurrah. So here's 3 different transitions of color right here that I have in my leaves, in my hand, that is. And this is a maple. You can see the green leaf, and then it transitions more over as it's starting to change color. So why does it change color? First off, it's the shortness of daylight hours. So as their daylight hours get shorter and shorter and shorter, they stop producing chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is the green part of this leaf. So as it stops producing chlorophyll, you can start to see the transition. So all of a sudden it shows its true color right there, which is its red. And you can actually see that in the first green leaf that we have here, the red veining that shows its true color. So it's not really frost or cold temperatures. It also is based upon the shortness of daylight hours.
So that's the real color. The true color is the fall color.
The true color is the fall color. And you know, when it comes to a poinsettia, which we're going to see later on when it comes to Christmas, that's why they're red. It's the leaves that change color, and it's the lack of chlorophyll produced in the leaf.
Gotcha.
So there's your little science lesson. Next dinner party, you pull that out and you're cool.
Yeah, people will think you're really cool if you pull that one out.
I do it all the time. That's why I have so many friends. Not really, not really. So here's some of my top 5 plants for fall.
Yeah.
First, we're going to start off with the shade tree, which is the one I just showed you right now. And that is the red Canadian maple. And this is what's called Acer rubum. And you can see just the brilliant red fall color that provides. As a shade tree as well as reducing the amount of light that your home will receive during the summer months. But in the wintertime, it drops its leaves, allowing light in, which is really good. I also want to show you on the red maple, too, that in your area, if you have this right now, you can see right on this leaf here, those little bumps that are there, it's like it has acne. Yeah. Well, that there is called null. And that is really not harmful to a maple. However, it's unsightly. You should clean up all those leaves, do a dormant spray kit in the early spring, and that will really help out.
That's not going to affect the rest of the tree?
It won't kill the tree.
It's not going to kill the tree.
I just want to let people know that. Next up, see this sexy leaf right behind me? Yeah, that's brilliant.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's hot. And that's an oak leaf hydrangea. So hydrangeas with bloom in the spring, so they provide us with a beautiful bloom. In the fall, many hydrangeas varieties will give you that brilliant, brilliant red color. That way, if they don't even flower, they're still providing interest in the garden. Who the heck cares? And that's the whole key. When you're driving around right now, you're seeing fall color. If your garden's lacking fall color, you can still plant right now at this time of year. Okay. Now, number 3, the dwarf burning bush. I call it the fire truck plant. And this is what I tell, because this one here, it's on fire. It's from the euonymus family. And make sure you get the dwarf variety, because the traditional variety will get quite big and unruly. This one here is a dwarf variety, really contained, can use as a hedge material. Brilliant, vibrant red color. Nothing beats dwarf burning bush.
Beautiful.
High bush cranberry, another one that can be used as a hedge. Or in planting, the high bush cranberry also comes with a beautiful berry. That berry attracts birds. So not only giving you fall color, the red berry for winter, it gives you a white bloom in spring, brings birds into the garden. Just bam! Yeah, plant it.
Very nice.
Make sure,
You're like Snow White in your house. All the birds are coming to hang out with you.
Beautiful movement in the garden. And then finally, sumac. Sumac is brilliant in terms of its color. However, if you're thinking about planting this in your garden, this sucker here will go everywhere because it does shoot out runner roots and become invasive. If you want a really good variety, Tiger Eyes, and where there's really a lot of sumac. I know the boys just did a cottage property as well, which we'll hear about. Up in cottage country here in Ontario, sumac is everywhere, but you can make a sumac tea, which is quite nice as well. So those are my top 5 for fall color.
Okay, very nice. Yeah. Come on in here, guest experts. Are you going to show us what that scary looking
I just brought,
machine is?
These are all some 40 volts. You know what?
Mustache
these are just,
look at that. Whoa.
Yeah,
that's a big joint of beef.
But this is how you do your mustache, right? This is how we manscape. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
But if you're thinking about pruning at this time of the year, you're doing just some selective pruning, not a whole lot of hedge pruning and things like that at this time. We just talked about it. He's got a property that he needs in his backyard, which is overgrown. We're going to fix it up.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Okay, I love the fact that we can all learn from each other on this show. And we did a whole episode of Guests Helping Guests. You taught us how to cook a little bit. Actually, you guys have been teaching me to cook for 5 years. It still hasn't worked. Isn't that funny?
Doesn't help, really.
You know what? A little bit. I have my staples. I have my recipes that I go back to again and again, and they're very simple, but they taste good. So that's something.
Yeah, you got to move on from craft dinner.
Yeah, that's why they're not
craft dinner. That's good. Anyways, thank you so much for your amazing transformations today, the renovations, the lessons we've learned about our gardens, and the amazing stew. We'll see you tomorrow on City Line. Have a good day.